Totally Beads Live. How is everybody doing today? It is Friday, the 4th of November, and my goodness, it is chilly this morning. So I'm going to keep my hands warm, and I have today some very, very lovely earrings. So I'm wearing some similar now. I'm going to be using jump rings to create a lovely little chainmail Mobius, I think it's pronounced Mobius, drop earrings, and it could be Mobius, I'm not too sure. They're really straightforward to do, very, very simple. So I'm going to be talking you through opening and closing those jump rings to create these lovely little spirals, and then we can dangle off some lovely beads. You're getting lots in your kit as always today. So we've got 3 different colorways for you, and you're going to get 2 different colored pearls in each one. So you're going to be able to make up about 10 pairs of earrings, 10 pairs of earrings in each kit. However, if you want to add less jump rings to them, you can probably make a whole lot more. So I'm going to say a quick hello to everybody before I take you over to the website and I'll show you them in their absolute beauty. So good morning to Carol. She says hi all. Hello to Sue. Good morning to lovely Lucy. Hello to gorgeous Anne. She says good morning Natalie and everybody. Diana's in as well. She says it's chilly and sunny in Welshpool. So hello to Diane in Welshpool. Tutu's in. She says hello Natalie and everybody. Good morning to Janice. Camille's got good morning. Lovely blue skies after all that rain. Hope you're well. And good morning to Heidi too. The sun tried to come out this morning. I seen even a little bit of a rainbow, but it's just so cold. It's really, really chilly. Hello to Diane who's watching in Swinton. Adelina's in. So I've got a few of you in already. I'm going to take you over to the website now and I'm going to show you these lovely little earrings. If you're new to chainmail, then give them a go. They are really straightforward to do. And I think they look very, very pretty as well. I am going to take these out and show you these ones. I'll probably make some with these as well, which is a mix of those jump rings. I love combining the colours of those metals together. So you can have the multi-buy offer as well if you wish. Good morning to Edward. Hello to Debbie. She says, I got hearts. Off to pick up our daughter from uni in a bit. So sunny here today. Oh, lovely. Well, I hope she's okay and you have a safe trip. Celia says it's freezing in Bolton. So Celia's not too far away from me. I'm Merseyside. So us up north are like, it's definitely going to have to put the heating on. Good morning to Sharon as well. She says, good morning, Creative Visionaries. And Pauline is in. She says, good morning all. It's lovely and sunny here in Kent. So the sun's obviously a lot further down south in the country. So if you can send it up this way, that'd be much appreciated. Lucy says, it looks cold, but it's sunny. I've got to go out after this live and I don't want to go. I had to go this morning for the school run. And I was just relieved it wasn't raining, to be honest. Good morning to Ruth. How are you doing? She's giving me love hearts and kissy faces. So sending them back to you, Ruth. Right, let's go over to the website, TotallyBeads.co.uk, and you can see these gorgeous earrings today. So scroll into video tutorials via the category section at the top, just here. Go on to this big logo here. Or if you wish, you can scroll down. If you scroll down, you'll probably be tempted to see some of the absolute ones available for you on the website. So, video tutorials today on Totally Beads. We are doing the Mobius or the Mobius pearl earrings. I'm not too sure how it's pronounced. There's probably lots of other names for them. I call them flowers because they look like little flowers when you put them together. So you can see today we have 3 kits to choose from. Now, as I say, you're getting 2 colours of your pearls in each of those kits, and each kit is going to make up 10 pairs of earrings. The kits are £8.99. I'm not great at maths, but I know that works out as less than £1 for a pair of earrings. So again, if you are making to sell, if you are making to gift, if you do craft fairs, these are perfect. This really, really quick to do as well. So you could be batch making these if you wish. We've also got a buy 3 for £21. So personally, if it was me and I'm making at least 30 pairs of earrings up for less than for £21, I can also mix those pearls in terms of colour, but I can also mix those metals in terms of the colour on those jump rings as well. And they look very, very beautiful together. So in your gold colourway, we've got the fuchsia and the peach coloured pearls. In the black plate, we've got the grape and the teal. And I know yesterday's live, some of you were saying that you prefer, or your family or daughters or who you make things for prefer those dark colours, so they'd be perfect for you. And on the silver colourway, we've got the hematite and a pearl colour as well. So I will show you them and what's in each of your kits. £8.99 for your kits today, and look at what you're getting in there. So these are the earrings that we're going to be making. They look like little spirals, little flowers. We're using 2 different size jump rings. So you've got your 8mm jump rings and your 6mm jump rings in your kit. You've got your ear wires. You've got your ball pins, so you can make those lovely little dangly pearls. And you've got 2 colours of your glass pearls in 6mm rounds as well. So the colours that you're getting, if you want to have a little look, you can see we've got that gorgeous peach, very, very soft, beautiful colour, and this beautiful fuchsia colour as well. So you're getting both colours in this kit. And as I say, you're going to be able to make up at least 10 pairs of earrings. If you want to make more, I would suggest that you get an extra pack of jump rings. There's probably plenty of earring hooks in that pack as well, but you might want to get some more earring hooks. You might not want to add as many of the jump rings into your earrings as well. I'm now looking at my mat, and the sun has just started to break through the clouds, so I'm hoping there won't be too much shadow on my mat today. But these are how they look in those 2 different colours, so your fuchsia and your peach. And this is how they look when they're worn. Again, jewellery is meant to be worn, so it looks, I think, very, very pretty when it's actually in your ear or somebody else's ear who's very lucky to have your makes. £8.99 today, 2 colours of pearls on the beautiful gold colourway. I'm not leaving, don't worry. If you prefer your black plate, then these are for you. You're getting your grape and your teal. Again, both sides of those jump 8mm and 6mm, and 2 colours of your 6mm glass round pearls. So we've got this beautiful grape colour, which is a lovely, it's just very, very pretty. It's grape, but I think it looks like kind of an aubergine, like a plum. It's very pretty. And we've also got the teal, which is gorgeous as well. So that's how they look on the mat. That's how they look when worn. Very easy to do. So that is your black plate. And we've also got the silver as well. So if you're a silver jewellery wearer, then these are for you. You're getting your jump rings, your ear wires, your ball pins, and your glass rounds. And you're getting your hematite and your pearl colour. So these are the colours for you in this kit. Very, very pretty. Do love that hematite. It's kind of like a steely blue. It's beautiful. It's very dark. It's very, very lovely. So they are the earrings for you today. As I say, if you're getting that buy 3 for 21, then you might want to mix up those colours as well. So you might want to pair the silver and the gold together. You might want to do the black plate and the silver together. Lots of different options. You might even want to put all 3 together. That is up to you. So there are beautiful earrings today, the Mobius pearl earrings. Let me see if I can see my screen because it's gone so sunny and bright. So let me have a little look at the comments. Diane said it's full sun in Swinton. Sue said the sun must be just missing you. It's sunny in Cheshire. Well, I asked for it. Now I've got it, and I'm kind of not regretting asking for it, but I am concerned about the sunshine on my mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a little placemat and see if I place that there. will this block the sunshine a little bit? Do excuse me. No, that's not working. Okay, well, how about if I put it there? Okay, that's better. You can't even see my mat at the moment, but I do want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Lucy has kindly shared the link for you today. So we're totallybeads.co.uk/Facebook tutorials/Mobius or Mobius pearl earrings. As I say, lots of people have lots of different terminology for this make and this kind of design and putting the jump rings together. I think it's really good to kind of start off with something simple, go back to basics with those chainmail techniques, and then you can build upon that as well. Lucy says, it looks like another fab bargain today. Thank you, TotallyBeads. Thank you, everybody at the warehouse, for putting these beautiful kits together for us. Joanne says, good morning from a very bright Coventry. Sun is shining. The sky is blue. Janice has just ordered hers, which is amazing. Which ones did you go for, Janice, or did you get the multi-bag? Debbie wants a mix with the colours. I will show you that, Debbie. I'll show you them. They're that quick to do. I'm sure we'll be able to make quite a few pairs up today. Elaine says hello and gives me a wave. Good morning to Mina. Hello to Elaine. Different Elaine. We have all the Elaines always coming together. So good morning to Elaine Kemp and good morning to Elaine Fee. Elaine Fee says good morning, Natalie and everybody. Lucy is saying very pretty, amazing value, 30 pairs of earrings for £21. I agree. Janice says it's sunny in Sudbury in Suffolk. Joanna is loving the black. And Debbie says, no, it's the law. You can't block out the sun. It'll go and hide. I'm not blocking it out. It can stay out. Just, I don't want the shadow on my mat. And Janice has got all 3 kits. How fabulous. Right, I am going to take you down on the mat now. If you can see, these are your beautiful earrings. So if I pick them up, I'll just pick one up at a time. We're creating this really lovely little flower loop. I'm just going to hang down one of those little pretty beads. Hi, Angela. She says it's a lovely sunny day here in Forfar. So these are your silver. I'll pick one of each up so you can see those colours with them. Really, really pretty. And they do hang much nicer when they are dangling in your ear. You've got your gold. So you've got that beautiful fuchsia colour. So we're just making those lovely little spirals. And this gorgeous pearl. Really pretty. They're just delicate looking, so you don't have to add those pearls if you don't want to. I'll show you them without, and I'll show you them how they look as you pop in different amounts of those jump rings as well. We've got the lovely black plate here. And this is this kind of purpley plum colour. Really, really pretty. And they do move about, so you can still kind of change the shape on that flower or that little spiral. Alison says, grey, raining and very chilly here in Germany. Right, okay, let me also show you the ones that are in my ear so you can see how they look. Let's put them off to the side for now. Oh, Janice says they're gorgeous. I can't wait for mine to come. This is a little pair I've made. Really subtle, really dainty and really pretty. And this has got the black plate and the silver in there. And I haven't put the dangle on them. I made them in the few minutes before going live because I thought, well, I need to model these lovely earrings because they're so pretty. And I just love having that contrast of metals in there as well. I think they're very lovely. So let's get making. Let me show you how simple they are to do. So as I say, we're using 2 different size jump rings. I'm going to use the larger ones first. Shall we do silver? I think we'll do the silver, and then I'll probably do a mix of colours as well. So I'm going to take out 5 jump rings in total, but you can add less if you want to. So these are the slightly larger ones. These are the 8mm. Now I'm going to just demo with you on the jump ring, because each time you see me adding my jump rings, I often say the same thing. So I often say about holding with 2 pairs of pliers to get as much surface area as possible. And what I'm going to do is, if you can see here, it's slightly staggered. It's not fully closed, and I want this to be closed. So what I do when I open my jump rings is I take it slightly towards me, and then I will bring it back, and it should make a little click. If you take it just past the point where it meets, hopefully you can get a bit of focus, when I let go, it should spring back closed. Now the reason I open my jump ring towards me or away from me is if, and I'm going to show you, if I try and open it outwards, it's not going to do it now, because my hands say no. I can't even open it outwards. If I try, let's see, have I got another pair of pliers there? See if these ones do. If I open my jump ring outwards, what's going to happen is I'm going to start to distort that shape. Now, the more I open and close it, if I'm using my little pincer parts, I'm not going to get much of a grip. But if I'm opening it out that way, the more I do that, the more it's going to compromise the kind of strength and integrity of that jump ring. But also, when I close it back up again, it's going to start distorting that shape, and it's going to leave a larger gap between the part of the jump ring where it's being cut open. So every time I'm opening it, I'm not opening it outwards like this, because look how it starts to change that shape. Can you see the difference with that? It's going to become more oval rather than that beautiful circle. So every time I open my jump ring, I'm going to take as much surface area with my pliers as I can, and I'm going to open it towards me and close it going away from me. So I'm just going to start off by opening a couple. So I'm going to open 4 and have 1 closed to start with. So I quite like to go through my jump rings and have them ready prepped before I start, because then it's just nice and easy to pick them up. I'm not opening them up massively wide, maybe 45 degrees. So I've got 4 open 8mm jump rings, and I've got 1 lovely closed one. So I'm just gonna, do you hear that click? The most satisfying sound. So I'm going to start with my closed one. I'm going to pick up one of my open jump rings, and I'm going to hook that through the closed ring. And then with my pliers, I'm going to close that open one up, so it's lovely fully enclosed. So I have 2 little jump rings looking like so. And then I'm going to come in with another open jump ring, and I'm hooking that over both of them. So I'm not hooking it onto one, I'm hooking it onto both. And each time I add another jump ring, it's going through both of them. Close that over. Now, if you want to, you can do your little flowers with 3 jump rings or with 4 jump rings. There's enough in this design to do with 5 jump rings, but you can see how already it's creating that beautiful spiral effect. Really straightforward. I've literally just hooked 1 jump ring around the others. So if you want to, you can start playing about with that shape. I'm going to add my 4th jump ring. So again, I'm picking it up and I'm going through all of them and closing that over. And as I lay them flat, you can see how they start to make that beautiful little spiral. What have I missed on these lovely comments? Oh, Alison says, Natalie, so delighted with the Maddie bracelet from the kit I purchased, already given one away. That's wonderful, Alison. Thank you so much. I'm made up that you love them. Mina is asking, she says, Natalie, teal and gold would look nice. They would. And is anybody going to the NEC Birmingham tomorrow? She's asking. Lucy says she thinks Sarah Millsop's going. I don't know whether Alison's going as well. But Mina's very excited to meet her. And you've got to get a picture. Yeah, get a picture with her. Right, now I'm picking up my last jump ring, so my 5th one. And again, I'm hooking them through all of them. Can you see how they start to stack up? And now I'm going to close that one over. And if you need to, just knock it into place. Give it a little wiggle. Play about with them. Sometimes just dropping them onto your desk or your surface that you're working with and giving it a little prod will create that lovely, lovely spiral shape. Now I'm going to take my 6mm out, my 6mm jump rings, and I'm going to take 3 of those just for now. Again, I'm going to open them up towards me or away from me, not going outwards. I'm not distorting that shape. So I'm taking my surface area as much as I can, giving it a little twist. I'm now going to take my 6mm jump ring and I'm going to pick up my lovely little spiral flowers or whatever you're referring to it as. And I'm going to hook that 6mm through all of those jump rings. They're very shiny, it's hard to get focus. Now the 6mm are perfect because I've got plenty of space to get all 5 of those jump rings through that 6mm with ease. And I'm going to do exactly the same. You could just add on the one, but I think they look nice by adding these 2 on. So then again, I'm going to come in with another 6mm. Might need to open that up just a little bit more. And I'm going to slide that on through all 5 of those jump rings. Patricia says, ooh, catching alive. Hello, Natalie and everyone. Still dark here in New York. Thank you for joining us, Patricia. And again, taking my pliers. Oh, there was a lovely little click there. And I'm closing over that other 6mm jump ring. Now I'm taking my 3rd 6mm jump ring. And I'm going to just slide this one through those 2 6mm that I've added. Closing that over, and I have, let's see if I can show you, my lovely little earring, which I could just wear like that if I like. All I'd need to do now is get one of my earring hooks out. So we're using the lovely little French hooks. I'm going to give this a little flick upwards. Again, I'm not opening that outwards. Anytime I'm opening anything with a ring, just a little turn towards me or away from me, just to make sure I'm not distorting the shape and I'm not compromising the strength on that. There you go. That's how easy they are to do. All I'm going to do now is add a very pretty little dangle. So I'm going to choose one of my gorgeous pearls. I'm going to go for the hematite. So we've got these lovely little 6mm pearls. I'm going to take one of my ball pins. So my ball pin, we were talking about the difference with pins the other day. You can get your eye pin, which you can make into double connectors. You can get your little ones with like your nail tip finish. But on these, we've got those lovely little balls which just look very pretty. Now, if it's a little bit bent and out of shape, they're really soft. You can just run it through your fingers and straighten that out. And then going to add on my pearl. I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to put a little bend just at the top of that pearl to around 90 degrees. Can you see now? It's just as well I've put that mat there. If I move it, look at all the shadow going on my desk now. Sunshine's just got a mind of its own. So I'm going to come in with my cutters and I'm going to cut off my pin, leaving around 1 centimetre. I'm going to take my round nose pliers, pop that up to the edge, making sure it's flush and it's not sticking out the other side. I'm going to find what point I want to turn my little loop, and I'm going to give it a little flick up, reposition my hand, and with little movements, I'm just turning that back in to a little loop. I'm now going to take another 6mm jump ring out of my pack. I'm going to open it up, add on my little dangly bead, and then I'm going to hook it on to just one of those hoops. Now you can stick it through all of them if you want to, or you can just pick out one of those larger jump rings. If I put it through all, it looks like this. And that's going to keep that shape together. If you want to, however, you can just add it on to one of the rings, which kind of falls towards the bottom. That is your e-ring. That is how straightforward it is to make these lovely little earrings. I hope you can see. I do apologise about the light today. Joanne says, I still haven't tried doing any chainmail, even though I've bought kits. This is a really easy project, Joanne, to start off with. So I would recommend doing that. And all you need to do now is make your other one to match. So we've got that much time. I'm going to make another one to match, and then I'm going to do it with a little mix of materials. So to make my earring, I'm taking out 5 of my larger 8mm jump rings out of my pack. But again, you can add it with 3, 4, see what that looks like if you prefer. I'm going to open up 4 of them. So I'm just prepping and getting my materials ready. And then one of them I'm going to start with is going to be closed. So again, can you hear that? It's a gorgeous little click. If you need to, you can give it a ping across the room, because you can't do chainmail without at least flinging one. I was going to say you can give it a little rub together if it doesn't quite meet. There you go. So we're starting with a closed one. I'm going to pick up my open one, slide that through, and close it over. Love that satisfying sound. And then going to drop them back together and pick up my third, which is going to be open. I'm sliding that through, not one, but both of those jump rings. And closing that over. So you can see that little, just give it a little nudge and a little wiggle to create that shape. I'm going to take my next jump ring, so my 4th one, and I'm hooking that through all 3. Can you see how they're starting to stack up? You might not be able to because of the light. Do apologise. I'm going to have to start sitting in the dark with the curtains closed again, aren't I? So I've closed the 4th. Again, give it a little nudge, make that shape. picking up my 5th. So you could just have it with 4 if you wanted to. Picking up that last one, hook them all through, closing it over. So I've got my gorgeous 5 little jump rings making that Mobius spiral. If you need to flip it over, there you go. You can do to create that lovely shape. Ooh, Camille. She said a series of Mobius flowers would make a lovely bracelet. You could make quite a few of them and just link them together with the 6mm. See, once you've got these basic kind of designs down, then you can do all sorts with it. So then I'm taking my 3 6mm jump rings and I'm going to open those up. I'm going to slide that onto all 5 of the 8mm jump rings I've attached together. Come in with my pliers, make sure that's fully closed. Pick up another one of my 6mm, sliding that through all of them, closing that over. And then with my 3rd jump ring, I'm just going to attach that on to those 2 6mm jump rings that I've just attached. And close that over as well. Lucy says, these are so cute and look fairly easy to do. If you can open and close a jump ring, which you will be able to do, then they are as straightforward as can be. Thank you, Joanne. I'm glad you can see what I'm doing. Right, I'm now going to make my other little dangle to match my first earring. So I'm getting my ball pin out. I'm getting a gorgeous pearl, matching in colour. I'm going to bend my pin above that pearl to a 90-degree angle. I'm going to cut off, leaving around 1 centimetre, holding onto that pin so I don't flick it away like the jump ring. There must be a pile in the corner of this room somewhere with a stash of pearls, half open jump rings, bits of wire all over the place. I then making sure that's nice and flush before I start to turn with little movements my pin, and then opening up another 6mm jump ring, adding on my little pearl dangle. I mean, you could add more than one of these. You could add a few of them onto the bottom of one if you wanted to. And then taking that 6mm jump ring and then putting it through all 5 on the bottom. But if you want to, you can just hook it through one. It will just sit slightly different. And then all I need to do now is add on my earring hook so it matches. So again, taking my earring hook, opening it up and attaching that on. So in a matter of minutes, and I've gone through that really slowly step by step, but in a matter of minutes, you can make a beautiful pair of earrings and it's going to cost you less than £1. They're literally going to be pence if you buy those all 3 kits. We've got such a good deal on. Camille says you could even try putting a smaller pearl in the Mobius to make it look like a real flower if it fits. I think the 6mm pearl would probably be a little bit large, but you could, where you've got those two jump rings attached there, the 6mm ones, you could attach maybe a small crystal or something, and you could put something in the center of it. Lots of ideas. Diane says put a pearl between each flower, would make a necklace. You could use, instead of the ball pins, you could use an eye pin, and you could create a lovely little bracelet like that, linking them all together. I love that idea, Diane. Should have made a bracelet. I thought, what can I do which is just quick and easy, but you'll be able to, a bracelet will be quick and easy as well. If you're going to make that many pairs, then I'd say you could batch make them. Shall we have a little play about and see what they look like with the different colours? So I'm going to get my black plate out, and I'm going to get my silver. Let's do these at the same time. Just getting a little pile. So I'm going to start off with a silver, and I'm going to make sure that they are closed. So if you can see here, that is got quite a little bit of an overlap on that jump ring. So all I'm going to do is when I open it out, I'm going to give it a little wiggle just to make sure that that's closed very nicely. So I'm going to start off with my silvers. I'm going to open up a couple of my black plate ones. And I'm going to open up some of the silver as well. I just think it looks lovely when you start not just mixing. We often mix the colour of pearls. So like, what did I make with you on Wednesday? Oh, was it the necklace? I can't remember. But we were talking about, mixing those colours of pearls up and how they would look nice. You can mix up your colour of metals as well. This one's already joined together. This one's half done for me. Okay, so I'm starting off with a closed one. I'm going to pick up black plate, and I'm going to slide that on. I'm going to do them at the same time to my silver closed ring. So working with the 8mm. And then going to pick up another silver, and I'm going to add them through both. Just want to make sure that's lined up beautifully. Again, picking up another silver on my next earring. You see how they just link in together? So they're starting to sit really pretty next to each other and give that a close over. Again, if you wanted to, you could just use the 3. Then I'm going to pick up another black plated one, and I'm going to hook through those 3 jump rings and close that over. That's how it's going to look with the 4. Just give it a little prod till you're getting the shape that you're after. Hooking through all of them and closing that over. Camille says gold and silver would look nice, and black and gold will look nice as well. If you're going to get that multi-buy, you can do what you want with them. I'm going to take some more of my silver, I think. So one more silver, opening up, putting through all 4 of those rings. Just give it a little tap with your finger, get the shape that you're after. So they all start to link in. It's very hard to show you under the camera, so I hope you can see. Hooking through all 4. Give them a little flip, a wiggle about so they sit pretty. So I've got my 5 rings in my black plate and in the silver as well. If you are just joining us, where have you been all morning? We are TotallyBeads.co.uk/Facebook tutorials /Mobius pearl earrings. Is it Mobius? Is it Mobius? I don't know. They just call them flower spirals. I'm then going to use my silver. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the silver 6mm. And then I'm going to use the black plate earring hooks because I've got them to hand, she says. There they are. Or should I do the black plate to link them together? Let's do a proper contrast. Let's mix as much as we can. We could do both. We could do a silver and a black plated jump ring, attaching them together as well. So I'm opening 2 of my 6mm up to attach on to all of the rings. So giving it a little squish between my finger and my thumb to get them all lined up together. Closing that over, picking up another one. Going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to hook the 6mm through all 5 of the jump rings and close that over. And then I'm going to add another one just to go through both of those 6mm jump rings. And then I can attach my earring hook onto that one. So I'm just going to open them up to begin with. Just pulling it towards me or away from me with a little tiny flick. Don't have to open it up massively. Just enough that I'm going to get all 5 of those jump rings through. And as I say, that's the good thing about using the 6mm, because you can fit them all through. I'm going to give it a little bit of a squish between my fingers to get them lined up. Hooking them all through and close that over. Same with the next one. What I do like to do is just run my finger over the jump ring just to make sure that it's fully closed. And then there's going to be no scratchy bits. It's not going to lose your earring hook. They're not going to come apart. It's not going to get tangled in your hair. 6mm going through those 2 that I've just attached. It's looking very pretty. I do love the mix of metals. And closing that over. If there's a tiny little gap, reopening it, give it a little wiggle. Right, I'm going to attach them onto my black plate earring hooks. Ruby says, gorgeous earrings. Lucy says, I'm going to have a little go of these today and see if I can do them. I remember trying before, but I was really new then and ended up in a bit of a mess. Well, I wouldn't say I'm really new. I am new to chainmail, but you've just seen I still managed to ping one across the room. Happens to the best of us. Are you even a jewellery maker if you don't have a random pile of jump rings and beads floating around somewhere? If you don't hoover at least one seed bead up when you're vacuuming, then what are you doing? Just adding my earring hooks on, and that's how pretty they look. Let's add my little dangly pearls onto that one. I've got such a choice in terms of colours. We've done the hematite. Should I do the lovely kind of silvery pearl colour? Or should I add the teal or the plum? I think I'm going to add them. Do I do them in black plate pins, silver pins? Do the silver, because they're here to hand. So I'm sliding on my little pearl. Again, there's different ways you can do this. So the way I was shown, I always bend my pin first, but somebody did suggest you could cut off first if you wanted. So I'm cutting off, leaving the centimetre, and then I'm going to give it a little bend. Whichever way works for you. And coming in with my round nose, I'm only going to make small little loops. Going to give it a little turn. And I'm going to pop my pliers back in there because it started to make more of a P than an I. I want that loop sitting fully on top of that pearl. Yeah, I definitely prefer to bend it first. I feel like you just get a little bit closer. Done it this way on that one, so I'll repeat that one again. So you can either trim leaving a centimetre and then bend, or you can bend to 90 degrees and then cut off leaving a centimetre. Start to turn that loop. Check it's sitting pretty and it's fully closed. And then I think I might use the black plate jump rings to dangle that off. So I'm taking my 6mm, opening that up. I'm going to attach my pearl on. And hook that through the bottom of all 5 of my large jump rings. They're gorgeous. Love them. Elaine agrees. She says, I do like the mix of rings. One more to attach. So I've got my matching pair. Hooking that through. All 5 of my jump rings. Closing that over so it closes perfectly. They're beautiful. I'm loving them. Joanne agrees. She prefers to bend the pin first. I think it's just what you're used to or what you've been shown. So that's how easy and that's how quick it is to make these beautiful, beautiful earrings. I'm going to show you the website again because I really want you to see what gorgeous colours that you're getting. And if you're going to multi-buy, you can really take advantage of that. And you're going to be able to make up so many pairs of earrings. So go into our video tutorial section on TotallyBeads.co.uk. That will take you through to this page of all of our makes that we've been doing over the last forever. And at the top will be the Mobius or Mobius pearl earrings. So we're making beautiful little floral kind of flower shapes, and we've got a mix for you today. So if you're to buy one kit, you can get the gold colourway, the black plate colourway, or the silver colourway, and you're getting two pairs, or two colours rather, of your pearls within each one of those kits. So in the gold you're getting the fuchsia and the peach, so they look really, really beautiful. You are getting, see, this way I've not hooked that 6mm through all of them, I've just hooked it through one, and I feel it kind of opens the flower up a little bit, but it depends on preference in terms of how you like those positioned. So they are £8.99. You're going to make up at least 10 pairs of earrings in these kits, and you're getting those two colours of the pearl. So you're getting the fuchsia and you're getting the peach in the gold colourway. If you're wanting to get the black plate, you're going to get grape and you're going to get teal. So you've got that beautiful kind of greeny colour, bluey greeny colour. You're also getting that gorgeous kind of purpley plum colour as well on the grape. You're getting your 6mm and your 8mm jump rings. It is the 8mm that we are making that beautiful kind of spiral, kind of Venn diagram kind of shape with it. You're getting your ear wires, your ball pins, and again, in this kit, in your silver, you're getting two colours of those pearls. So you're getting the hematite and you're getting that lovely pearl kind of almost silvery colour. Really straightforward to make. £8.99 per kit with two different colours of your pearl, at least 10 pairs of earrings. Now, if you want to add extra ear wires, you want to add extra jump rings to that, you can do. If you want to add less of your jump rings, so we're using those 8mm jump rings, and I've put them together with 5 in each earring. So you're going to need 10 of those for a pair, but you might want to do them with just the 3 or the 4. Play about and have a little look at that shape. You can buy all 3 colourways, so you can buy your gold, your black plate and your silver for £21. You're still going to get both of those colours of pearls in each of those colourways. So you're going to be able to make up at least 30 pairs of earrings for £21. You might not want the black plate, you might just want the gold and the silver. You can still get that multi-buy offer. You don't have to mix those colours. You might just absolutely love the gold and think, I'm going to get, 30 pairs of earrings out of those and get 3 for 21. So I think they're an absolute bargain today. I also think they're, really, really straightforward to do. Once you've mastered something as simple as this, you can then start, playing about with them. What will it look like if I add different size jump rings? What will it look like if I add more? What would it look like if I make these into a beautiful necklace or a bracelet? The possibilities are endless. Lucy says, fab value for money. Camille says, cute makes, nice one, Natalie. Have a great weekend, everybody. Tutu says, thank you, Natalie. Good night, everybody, because she's in Hawaii, so it's very late there. Alison says, ear screws instead of wires, please. Advice. Do you mean instead of your French hooks? I'm a little bit confused on what you mean by ear screws. You could add these as clip-ons as well if you wanted, if that's what you're referring to, where the back just kind of screws towards your earlobe and holds it in place. You can add these to any type of earring hook. We've got that 6mm jump ring, which is attaching, you can't see, which is attaching to that earring hook. So whatever earring hook you prefer, you can use with that. Tutu, thank you very much. Says great tutorial. Lucy says thank you, lovely tutorial. Angela says lovely demo, thanks again. Alison saying she doesn't like clips because they pinch. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, the screw type ones, I'm pretty sure we do them on TotallyBeads as well. So we've got a variety of different earring hooks in different shapes, like your French hook ones. We've got the sieve-based kind of clip-on ones as well, and I'm pretty sure we've probably got the screw-back ones, and you can have them then as tight as you want. As long as it's going to hold your earring in place, then do what works for you. Ruth, you are most welcome. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be back with you on Monday. I've got that many things. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure Monday is wire work, and I'm going to be doing some beautiful heart pendants with you. Now, we've used heart-shaped pendants before. This is going to be completely different. I'm going to be showing you various different designs with that as well. So we're going to be using 2 gauges of wire. The hearts that we've got in, they are brand new as far as I am aware. I haven't seen them, worked with them before. They're gorgeous, and they are top to bottom drilled. So the last ones I've shown you where they had the little drill hole just at the top, these are going to run right through the bead. So I'm going to show you various different weaving techniques. You can make them as elaborate or as straightforwardly elegant and simple as you like, and I think they're going to be very, very popular. And then I'm going to be back with you on Friday again, and we've got bracelets coming up. I've got all sorts to do with you in the next few weeks. It's November. I'm excited. We're going to be starting to bring the sparkle. I know we do every month, but there you go. Elaine says, lovely make, so easy. We'll give these a try. You are welcome. Alison says, yes, as you do give an amazing tutorial. You're an inspiration. Well, thank you very much. That's really kind of you. Now, Patricia's heading back to sleep for a bit too. It's still not daylight yet. Barely daylight here, Patricia. She's just starting to lighten up a little bit. Just thank you, Natalie. Have a great weekend all. Goodbye to Kath. Goodbye to Lucy. She says, are these those silver foil hearts I've just seen on the site? They might be. You'll have to wait and see. Joanne's wishing everybody a great weekend. She's also off to see her mother-in-law for her 80th birthday. She says, thank you, Natalie, for another gorgeous mix. Blessings for all. On that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a lovely weekend.